Welcome back to more Sip the Tally. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're going to get into Mike Evans. Mike Evans signed a huge contract, $52 million over the course of 2 years. That's approximately $26 million over the course of 2 years, like $26 million each year. So let's get into a little backstory of why Mike Evans got such a huge contract, and then we'll talk about why Mike got what he got. So Mike Evans right now, 6'5", 231 pounds. He's 30 years old. I saw a stat today that says the 4 highest paid wide receivers are right around the age of 30 years old. So they're hitting their prime, maxing out right before they get to the point where they kind of hit the cliff. He was a first round pick, number 7 overall. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. Now, the nuts and bolts of why Mike got that contract, that's because of his longevity. Like, for real longevity. For 10 years straight, Mike has had 1,000 yards receiving. Let that set in. 10 years straight. 1,000. So from his rookie year until now, Mike has went over 1,000 yards every year. His best season was 2018 with 86 catches and 1,524 yards. Now, he did have 96 catches in 2016, but that wasn't his best year yards-wise. Over the course of his 10 years, 762 catches, 11,680 yards, and 94 touchdowns. So if everything goes according to plan, he'll hit the 100 touchdown mark next year. So let's get into the film of why Mike got what he got. Because the NFL is like, what have you done for me lately? And the last time we saw Mike Evans, he totally went off versus the Lions in what would have been Tampa Bay's biggest game of the season. Tampa Bay wasn't expected to do anything last year. They made it to the divisional round of the playoff, and Mike showed up in the biggest game of the biggest game of the year versus the Lions. And he was not the reason why they lost. But let's kind of take a look at a few plays to show you why Mike and why Tampa Bay was willing to give Mike what he wanted to keep him in Tampa, because he showed up when it matters the most, and he's a pivotal piece of that offense. Let's get into the film version of this video. All right, let's get into the film version of why Mike Evans got what he got. Again, 2 years, $52 million, approximately $26 million per year. And Mike is pretty much a jack of all trades. He can do it all with that 6'5" frame. And he's a route runner. He go get your go balls. And Tampa Bay kind of use him all over the field, man. You use him as a slot receiver, even though we know he's primarily an X guy or an outside receiver. But you see him here in the slot. And let's just kind of get into the film version of it. And again, this is the playoff game. They lost this game versus Detroit. But Mike was not the reason they lost. Mike kept them in this game just with his sheer presence and just doing stuff that I ain't gonna say only Mike can do, but just going crazy. I think he had like over 130 yards. And on this one, they got Melifonwu on him. I can't remember how to say his first name, but it's Melifonwu. And Melifonwu's a bigger guy, so they tried to match him up size-wise. But Mike just running away from him. And they caught him in man, got him in cover 1. Good concept by the OC, Canales, who I think is the head coach of Carolina now. And Mike just running away from him. Got a good throw from Baker. Put it on him. Just simple. Find man, run away from him. Make sure you get your hands on the ball. And this is more so concept and play than anything Mike did, other than just, to execute it. You try to put a bigger guy on him, and the bigger guys can't necessarily run with him sometimes. Make sure he got that inside leverage because he knew this way he was going, because Melifonwu was really head up on him. And that little subtle inside step to make sure he got the leverage he need. Watch him push toward the hash. He pushed toward the hash, got Melifonwu to open up where he needs him. And right now, he know he got him beat because he's running this route across the field. And when Melifonwu will open his hips and let him go, all he got to do is just run away from him. And that's it. That's simple. Let's go to the next one. Now, traditionally, got him back outside. This is against Sutton, I think. Sutton get him a lot of cushion, and respectfully so, he should, because Mike's a deep ball guy. Get a little checked at the line by Baker. Now, I think Baker wanted to throw the go ball, but he didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you got Sutton kind of underneath, and you got this guy kind of opening up to that. So this is window for Baker to throw this ball. It's not a big window. It's not a big window. I think he wanted this go ball. But again, look at the safety kind of playing it, and you kind of got Sutton playing it underneath. So they really doubling Mike right here. But Mike being the heady, the crafty veteran he is, just watch what he does. He just, after the pump fake, he just stops. And now, with this guy not really looking at Mike, kind of looking at the quarterback, he runs right on by. He's still looking at the quarterback too, so they're basically covering nobody. Baker gets out of the sack, just throws it short. Really heady play. First by Baker not throwing it in the double coverage, because if he had lobbed this ball up here, I'm not going to say it's a for sure pick, but almost a for sure incompletion or big hit on Mike or something like that. But realizing that they kind of had him boxed in and doubled. Oh, I'm wrong. I'll take that back. I'm wrong. Baker got hit. So did he try to back shoulder this? I can't really tell. So I'm trying to look at Baker to see if he got hit or back shouldered. No, he got back shoulder. He back shouldered this. So I'm right. Baker back shouldered this thing. So that's good by Baker and Mike. Baker back shouldered this thing. Mike was able to throttle down and come back and get it. So that's a good throw by Baker and by Mike. And honestly, now that I look at it, it's probably even better play by Baker Mayfield. Good adjustment by Mike Evans, though. But probably a better play by Baker Mayfield. To realize that, hey, they Wing over top, so I'm going to just throw it where they ain't. And good body control by Mike to see it, adjust to it, hit on the brakes, come back and get it. All right, now you got him at the top. Versus Sutton again. Trying to press him a little bit. Look at that release. It's all in the release. Sutton tries to press him. Nope. Get out of the way, you're too little. At this point, Baker just got to get it up. Which he does real quick. Got it to him. Now just up to Mike to try to make guys miss. It's an excellent release. And it's not a real shifty with the feet and all that stuff. Because Mike's so big, I'm going to just out-muscle you. You can try to muscle me. Nope. I'm going to just throw your lip butt by out the way. Because that's not a real pop, 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 pop release. That's just I'm going to out-muscle you because you're too little. Get your little ass out the way. That's all that is. Now give me the ball, let me work. That's it. Make a guy miss. That's all that is. You can't out-muscle me because you too little. Give me the ball and watch me work. Who wouldn't love to have that on their team? Love it. Next up, back at the top again versus Sutton. Now, I remember watching this live, and I paused right here for a minute because I watched this game live during the playoffs. And when Baker threw this, I was like, there is no way in HE double hockey sticks that Mike's going to go get this ball. Watch this. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Now, he didn't score, but I remember watching it like Baker overthrew this. Mike went and got the elite ball tracking. Because he's not open. He is not open. Ball's in the air. He is not open. The ball's right here. He's not open. Still not open. Now he's starting to get a little separation when the DB started looking for the ball. Elite ball tracking. Now, he's catching the ball right now. Caught it right there on the 2. And then got touched on the 1. Elite ball tracking. Elite. One last time. Like I was watching live, there's no way Mike gets to the ball. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Crazy. This what 26 million gets you, people. This what 26 million gets you. And what I like about this is, and granted that Sutton is way off, watch the nuance he puts in his route because he's running a deep over, but he's going to press it. He's going to push up the field, which in turn going to make Sutton go back. And then when he gets ready to break it across the field, that gives him more separation. Because when he push up, Sutton gonna have to retreat and go deeper down the field. So when he break it across, that gives him more separation. Let's watch it. Just run across. Now he could go straight across here, but all Sutton gonna do is just close on it. But watch him. I'm gonna push up some more. Watch Sutton stop his tracks, and now he got to settle down and retreat. And now I'm gonna come across and I'm gonna cut it right off the butt of my receivers, which is gonna put him in conflict to try to get through that traffic. Perfect. Meshed right up. So now who's over here? All you guys is underneath guy. And so long as he throw it on this side of the underneath guy, he should be wide open. And that's what happened. Understanding the concept, knowing the depth. So in order for him to do that, he has to know the depth of this guy. He got to. So that means he got to trust him to run it at the right depth. He got to push up to make sure he get at the right depth so we can set this natural pick 15, 20 yards down the field. Because it's a natural pick about what? Line of scrimmage is here on the 31. They setting this pick at the 46. This 15, 16. This 18 yards down the field with a pick. A lot of trust come with that. Then right here, that's what you're paying for. In the red zone, go get me 6. Work around the widening, the alley with the slot defender? I think that's Branch. Work around Branch. Now, you got this safety and you got this corner. You're going to get between both of them. And because I'm 6'5", high point me, Baker. High point me. I'm going up high and get it. Nobody can get up here with me. Too little. You're too little. Get me around the red zone. High point me. Just make sure you get it up. I'm 6'5". You throw it 7 feet, I'm going to go get it. And again, this is what $26 million gets you. You get a guy that has gotten 1,000 yards for every year he's been in the NFL. He's a model of consistency. Plays. I don't know how many games he's missed, but it can't be many for him to get 1,000 yards every year. So he's going to get you 9, 10, 11, 12. He had 13 touchdowns this year. I think 13 is the most he's had in any year. He had that twice. Got a Super Bowl ring with Tom. He even had 1,000 yards when he had Jameis as a quarterback, with Baker as a quarterback, with Tom Brady as a quarterback, with whoever the quarterback was before Jameis got in there. Because I know they ain't had great quarterbacks other than Tom. So you get what you pay for. And Tampa's paid the price for a premium receiver. And again, he's 30. He'll soon be 31 in this calendar year. And you got what you got, man. Mike has been a model of consistency. That's all you can ask for. 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. And I just wanted to show you, kind of since he's the hot topic of today, what Tampa's getting for the next 2 years. So this is Coach Evans with more Sip to Tally. I appreciate you guys for coming back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And remember, the film is the film because the film don't lie. And I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of y'all Monday.